Welcome, Domain Dave again from CheapWineFinder.com. Another wine review for a wine we wrote up on the CheapWineFinder.com website, and it's a Trader Joe's wine from France. I think the boat came in because I think they had 3 or 4 French wines where they had nothing new for 6 months, so I grabbed a couple of them, and here is the Josephine Pays d'Ac Cabernet Sauvignon 2020. $6.99 for a Cabernet Sauvignon. Not bad. Pays d'Ac is, it's the IGP wines, which are a level under AOC wines. AOC are the top wines, and there's different categories of AOC wines. This is more relaxed rules and regulations and where they can be grown and everything. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the wines. It's probably in this price range. It's a good thing. And it's from the Languedoc-Roussillon area. And a lot of the Pays d'Ac wines are single varietal, where a lot of French wines are blends. Though they can do blends too, so it's not that big a deal, but there are. And the Languedoc region, Roussillon region, both together, is the largest wine region in France. I'm going to take a sip. But judging from the wine media, it doesn't exist. You know, you hear about Bordeaux and Rhone and Burgundy and Loire Valley and Provence, and no one's really talking about this. It's kind of like, this is where the people in France get their wine, the everyday wines. I mean, there are some expensive areas in there, but for the most part, you can get affordable wines from the Languedoc Roussillon region, and IGP wines are made for regular people, and that's who we are. So it's like, this is like the rest of France is BMWs and Audis, and this is the Toyota. But Toyotas get to the same place that the BMWs do, so couldn't have another sip. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon, and one of the things about this wine that struck me is it tastes like a Cabernet Sauvignon at $6.99. Often inexpensive wines get sweet. Like they're too fruity. They try to make up for maybe lacking something with throwing fruit at you. And this one isn't. This is lean and long and balanced. I don't think there's any oak in there. If it is, it's maybe used oak barrels, but I doubt it. It's $6.99. It doesn't have that, but French wine doesn't always have oak, and it always has structure. Unoaked red wines in California sometimes are, I don't know about that. You expect those flavors, but this one tastes good, and it tastes like it should be. Red wine that's very inexpensive and it tastes like it should be is good. Let me take another sip. It's smooth, it's subtle, we got some interest to it. It's not the most complex wine in the world, but it's not complex. It's not layered, but the flavors that are there are good. It's got a very rounded, smooth mouthfeel. Dry. Acidity's great. Tannins are smooth. They give structure, but they don't get in the way. It's a nice effort. I mean, you're a Tuesday night Cabernet Sauvignon. You're sitting outside by the fire pit, and you want a red wine, and you don't want to blow the budget, and $6.99's right there, and this one tastes like a Cabernet Sauvignon. It's rare that a $7 red wine tastes exactly like like it's supposed to taste, because there's a lot of steps that the expensive wines take to make themselves taste that way that this one seems to be skipping somehow. But yet it tastes good. Another sip. I think I'm on my 4th sip. I didn't count, but that's fine. Every time I take a sip, I like it. It's really smooth. Let it open up. It's smooth. It goes down easy. The acidity is subtle, but it's there, and it makes you want to take another sip. The fruit's all rounded but dry. No sweetness involved here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of sweet red wines. Not a fan of sweet white wines either for the most part, but this has a lot going for it. It's Josephine. It's got kind of a boring label. There's nothing about this wine that makes you think it's going to be any good, but it's not bad at all. I'm pleasantly surprised. It's funny how if you have a $30 wine that is exactly what you think it is, you're, oh, that's great, nice. But when you have a $6.99 wine that gives you more, it's like, oh, that's awesome. So that's it for me. That's my review. Yeah, it's another sip. I think my fifth sip. Yeah, we don't give stars, we don't give points, but we give sips. Hey, sometimes I like it so much I don't sip because I'm talking, but this one works. So that's it for me, Domain Dave from CheapWineFighter.com. I think I'm obligated to say, like this, where you like your podcast, push a button. I don't care what button you push, just push one. Thank you for listening. That's it for us. We got the holidays coming up, so I guess it's Memorial Day. I was going to say have a good time, but it's about reminiscing with the ones you lost, so maybe not so good, but solemn time. So adios. Take it easy. Stay warm, stay dry, and keep it cheap. And I'll be talking to you. Bye-bye.